Hey, Casey here. I am live from Ottawa, and I'm going to be joined by a special guest here. I'll play a video. It'll give you a bit of an idea of who we're going to be talking to.
I want you to know, everybody, the bikes are coming. 29th and 30th of April. It's called Rolling Thunder Ottawa. Be here. This goes to all my Frank's buddies on the left side, and anybody else in Canada that can make it here.
Wonderful.
Be here the 29th and the 30th. They think trucks are loud. Wait till you get thousands of bikes in town.
Amazing. Thank you. God bless you.
All right. Hey, welcome, Neil. Many people have seen that video, I think. This is Neil.
How you doing?
Good,
Thanks for having
good.
me on.
Yeah. I'm happy to have you. That was. It's funny for those of people who may not know. Did not know Neil at the time. I was recording some stuff on the hill, and he turned to me and just kind of said, "Record." And I recorded that video, sent it out, and before Neil got home, it had gone viral. So that was a pretty interesting thing for us.
Great day, great day, great day.
Yeah, and then that turned into Rolling Thunder last year. Was an incredible event. Coincided with also with Op Dignity last year, special event for veterans on the memorial. Maybe you can speak just a little bit to that, and then we'll get into your plans for this year.
About Up Dignity or everything that happened last year?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's start with that. Yeah, Rolling Thunder last year and Op Dignity, and then we can talk about this year.
Okay. Well, last year I said a thing, and like you said, it was by the time I drove home, I was 15,000 people viral, and it was a bit of a shock. And Veterans for Freedom stood up and said, "Hey, if you want some help, we can help you out." And I went, "Thank you very kindly." And Freedom Fighters of Canada stepped in and said, "If you need some help, we can help you." So we got together, and we had some bumps dealing with the city, the old mayor and the old chief of police. I call him Dr. Evil because he looks like about $1 billion bell. So not a friend of mine. So anyways, long story short, we didn't get to run around the monument. It's okay. But we had a lot of people show up to support. And we had a lot of bikes too. 355 bikes, I think, showed up.
Yeah, it was an incredible number of bikes. I remember them coming by, two by two. It would have been safer had they gone around the memorial, I thought, but that's another story. And man, it was minutes, like minutes and minutes and minutes. I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. It felt like of bikes nonstop. And the number of people, I don't know, you might be better at estimating people, but there was thousands and thousands of people, spectators.
Yeah. There was a lot of people there. I think there might have been about 10,000 people.
Okay.
And it wasn't just at the memorial. There was also a lot of people at the hill that didn't come down. I don't know, maybe they couldn't see anything, whatever, but everybody was, I'm so thankful for every single bike that showed up, every single person that came to watch, all the support, everybody. And by the way, thanks for putting that video out, buddy.
Yeah, well, I mean, it worked. I know these things, we were kind of saying off camera, that worked for you, who's not normally on social media. That kind of gave me a boost and into a sphere of that I maybe wouldn't be in, and that's how I really started doing a lot of stuff with V4F. I'd always been hanging around the memorial, but from then on, I've really stayed closely connected with V4F, and then all the people that got to enjoy such a wonderful event. You said a thing, I filmed it, and then a whole bunch of people jumped in to really make it happen.
Yep, and that's what happened. That's what's so good about Canadians. It's like, yeah, we will stick together and we will make this work. The can-do attitude, right? And then
sorry, go ahead.
No,
I was even going to say through the diversity too. So like, not only did you have diversity trying to get it all going and without really a plan, but then they really threw a wrench in it the night before. And everything still really went off without a hitch. So, I mean, not only do people come together, but they throw they throw everything they have kind of at us, and it still went off amazingly.
Yeah, it's kind of like, we're going to take you gas cans. So everybody showed up with gas cans.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then we had Up Dignity with James Top. Man, that guy's harder than Christmas candy, boy. I tell you, marching, not walking. He marched from BC. 50 kilometers a day. 50 kilometers a day. The longest I ever did was 23, and it almost crippled me. And this man is doing it 50 kilometers. Okay, I'm not going to put him in a Terry Fox moment. Terry Fox, God bless his soul, he ran across this country, one leg full of cancer. He couldn't make it. He died doing it. That's a Terry Fox moment for Canada. But when you see a man marching across the country to talk to the government and the media completely ignored it, in my mind, it's a heritage minute.
Oh, for sure, it's a heritage minute, and we were just discussing this too a little bit off air. But I mean, I'm 40 now, so I mean, I know all about Terry Fox, and I know of Terry Fox, but it wasn't really like I didn't really experience that. But I did experience James Topp coming across, and him arriving in Ottawa, and I followed him the whole way. And for me, and I know for a lot of other people in Ottawa that had been through some stuff here, and after the convoy had been cleared out, we didn't know what was next. We had seen a lot of nasty stuff done to people and friends, and we just didn't know. And when he started marching, it gave me hope, and it gave a lot of other people hope,
Yeah.
and it kept us hopeful. And I was blessed to be around for. I marched into Arnprior when Jeff had to stop at the Arnprior sign.
Yeah.
We kept marching through, and I was with them when they actually entered Ottawa city limits. And everybody had we stopped. It was maybe the second last stop of the day, and everyone was just kind of milling around. And I looked up, and there was a City of Ottawa road sign just in behind, and somebody standing with the Canada Marches flag. Nobody really had said anything or noticed, and I just noticed that. I took a picture of it, and I was like, "Man, he's in Ottawa."
He made it to
It was,
Ottawa.
yeah. And then I was there too on the final day where he was marching in. What an incredible day that was.
Yeah. God bless him. And then he goes out to Newfoundland and walks back in.
Yeah. Of course, yeah.
Can't leave.
That was awesome, actually. That was amazing. He's out there kissing the cod, and yeah, that was quite incredible.
Yep. So Up Dignity went well. Rolling Thunder went well. And guess what? We're coming back. Yep. So June 17th, we will be leaving from Arnprior. We're going to come in. We have given the OPP a proposed route. It's come in from Arnprior, up Nicholas, down up around the monument, back and head east on the 417.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Veterans for Freedom. They're trying to find. They're trying to. What's the word? They want to do a barbecue, and they're working on the location.
Okay. Yeah. You always have to be careful with those things too.
Yeah. They're working on the location, and we're still a month away. We got time.
Yeah, man. Look what you did in very little time last time. There's plenty of time. I was just really glad to hear that the event was in fact on, and that at first you see these things come out, and when I saw your face come out, then I knew, okay, we're legit. Then I talked to Drew there, and so I knew we were good to go. So that's fantastic, and that route sounds quite nice. Like rolling the highway, that's a nice easy way into downtown, safe and around the memorial and out. So I mean, I don't see why there'd be any concerns from the city or anyone else about something like that.
Well, right now, we got rid of the mayor, the old mayor. We got rid of the old acting chief of police, and we have a new mayor and a new chief of police. But how can I put it? We're almost a year and a half out from the convoy, and a lot of people in Ottawa. We were talking off before, and you're saying that the people in Ottawa they seem to be they're changing a little bit, like they're kind of like
that's been my experience. Yeah. There's far less like general hate, I find, and arguing, and for me in particular, I'm having really good conversations with all different kinds of people, and a lot less fu daisies. So it seems to be a little different, and you're right, it is quite a while in the past. There are still some heated factions, let's say, but the population as a whole feels calmer.
You're always going to get that.
Yeah.
So hopefully this year we won't have an issue. Just we said what we were going to do last year, and we did exactly what we said we were going to do. Exactly what we said we were going to do. And there was I think there was 3 people arrested last year, and a couple of them were just for breach of bail because they weren't supposed to be in the city because of the convoy.
Yeah.
So that it wasn't like we had people breaking windows like they did May 1st in
No,
Montreal.
no, and there was 10,000 people possibly, right? Like, so I mean, there's that's really basically none.
Yeah. So hopefully the mayor and the chief of police will have a serious look on this one, because it wasn't just us, by the way, that got canceled. Everybody that wanted to go to the Hill had issues. Everybody, because I talked to my OPS at the liaison, and he goes, "Dude, we canceled everybody. They canceled everybody." So now they're looking at going, well, maybe we could let this one in and that one in, and with our track record, plus
That's
being
good.
plus having V4F behind us, because we actually did a little bit of crowd control. There was that one officer that was being attacked, and V4F stood up between the protesters and that
Yes,
officer.
yes. Yeah, it happened that when James Top came to, when there was some stuff that went on, and V4F, I ended up in the middle of all that too, and I mean basically V4F two ended up as an insulator with their backs to the police, like not to aggress the crowd, but to just make sure everything was calm and make sure everyone stayed safe. So I
Yep.
mean, they've always worked very well with. I mean, you guys are not that you're
We
V4F necessarily, but you guys are professionals. I mean, dealing with you military types has been quite easy and pleasant for me.
well, we say what we're going to do, and we say we're going to do it, and we do it.
Yeah,
And like I said, we said we're just going to come in, roll around, and leave, and that's all we wanted to do. And that is what we plan to do this year. There's no protests. We took back the monument last year, gave that
yeah,
monument back its dignity, and give the back dignity to the veterans that were on the hill. And don't get me wrong, I don't speak for all veterans. I know some of them probably hate me, probably don't even like me. But you know what? I don't care. It's about giving dignity back to veterans, and that's what BFRES basically about.
yeah, and that's been my experience with V4F too. And you're always out helping not only veterans but helping people and trying to do it. Not trying, doing it the right way.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a flashy thing, and that's why some people ask you, "Oh, what's Veterans for Freedom up to?" A lot of really great work all the time. It's just not always flashy, and it's not stuff that necessarily people want to see in a 30-second clip. But there's a lot of great stuff and a lot of great people doing
Yeah.
some,
So
some good work.
hopefully we'll get to do the monument, and if not, we will negotiate with the police as
Yeah,
best we can, right? And
I'd be optimistic. There's been all kinds of different groups that have been doing stuff downtown. I mean, we had QP, thousands of them walking around marching. We have different ethnic groups marching regularly downtown. So
don't
if they're
get me
going to let QP blockade a bridge, I think they should let some veterans on motorcycles roll around their memorial. I
yeah,
would think.
don't get me started on QB.
Yeah. Okay, me neither.
Yeah, okay, because never
Yeah.
mind.
We can have another podcast one day. We can get really into the weeds and some stuff if you want.
Yep, we could do that. So
Oh man.
I was talking to a friend of mine. He said you should put up a YouTube channel. I went, nah, I don't think. You go, no. I said, what? What am I going to call? He says, just my opinion. That's what it's going to be called. Just my
Yeah, that's good. That is good, actually. Yeah, I'd watch that.
Yeah, it's only like 2 shorts. Just my opinion. But
Yeah. Well, you could do some good clips too, man. Yeah. If you ever do that, let me know.
yeah, and then I could probably say lots of things.
Yeah. Yeah. Then you may wish you never got on the internet after that too. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are here, and if they don't let us ride around this year, we'll be coming back next year. I plan on making this an annual thing.
Yeah, beautiful. That would be nice. And like just exactly like you say, last year went perfect. You're going to do what you say this year. It'll be great, and then it can hopefully grow from year to year. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
And where? So is the proposed route? Is it published yet, or where do they follow you? Say. Yeah.
Yes, we have a Rolling Thunder Ottawa on Facebook, and the proposed route is out, and we'll just see what happens. And everybody can go in and check it out. It's all good. So
Yeah.
by the way,
Yeah. So transparent. Then you're not hiding anything. You're being completely open from the start with everyone, liaising with police. Sounds right to me.
just like we did last year. And by the way, if you have a motorcycle and you are in the area, you are quite welcome to ride with us. If you want to come out of Windsor, come up the day before. If you're coming out of Quebec, far side, come the day before. But 9 a.m., that's when we start to marshal at the Antrim gas stop in Arnprior, just off the 417, and we leave at 11 o'clock.
Okay, perfect. So that's great, and I'll check out and share the stuff out from your channels onto my channels just so everyone can find it. I can add it to the descriptions after. Yeah, that's wonderful. So thank you for taking a little bit of time here to join me, and I'm looking forward to this. And if there are changes or updates, we'll make sure they get out.
Okay, and remember one thing: God does love you, and He will be coming with us. And on that note, I think I'm almost done for the day because I've got another interview in about a half an hour.
Okay, perfect. Thanks so much for joining me, Neil.
Hey, by the way, thanks for posting that.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, thank everyone, man, and thank the Lord.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Thanks so much. All right, so that's it for now. Stay tuned for more information from that, and I'm really looking forward to this event. JC and Neil, I'm in Ottawa. Not sure where he is. We're out.